Hello out there. Wonder what I'm doing right now? I will tell you. I am putting together birthday favors in my classroom instead of planning. And I'm not happy. I'm just telling you now. Um, I have a very, first of all, I have a very strict policy in my classroom when it comes to birthday celebrations. And unfortunately, I had a parent who came in late this morning and just dumped off like 3 bags full of stuff and walked out. Okay, and so this child, which we gave this policy out at the beginning of the year for the reason I'm about to tell you, that we don't celebrate with food. Okay, so I'm not against birthday celebrations. I just don't. We don't do it with food. And we definitely don't do it with food that contains additives and all this other stuff in it because it's simply not healthy. And I know there's going to be some pushback with this video. And I'm just going to tell you, as an educator, I see what happens when kids eat certain kinds of foods. And it's not what you think. It's not about the sugar. It's about um, highly processed food. So it's not about sugar. So I'm talking about chips, talking about Lunchables, stuff like that. And I understand convenience food is convenient, but it doesn't mean that it's the best. And it also doesn't mean that you celebrate with food. Now, I'm going to give you a story time. So, as a teacher a few years ago, we kind of, I think we were still in my classroom, still doing celebrations with food, but we were also doing them as like reward. And it was a situation where a student, he he had a family, so it's not like he was not with his family, but he was in a situation where he had a trauma that involved food, a trauma that involved food. I almost forgot about it, and one day I kind of restricted food from him, and he had a meltdown. Okay, and that taught me a lot, or reminded me of something very important, that food is a necessity, it is not a reward. Okay, I think too many times, especially this season of celebrations, that we do it often with food, which I get it, yeah, we do, but be mindful about what it is that you're using to celebrate with. Now, there's balloons here, which is fine. Balloons, stickers, pencils, things like that, little trinkets, I'm totally okay with. But unfortunately, um, there is a problem, in my opinion, with celebrating with things like this. There's a child in my classroom right now, highly allergic, cannot eat that. So I can't give it to them. And it's not fair that a parent will come and just drop something off like this, come in late, school has started, and just drop this off. I'm sitting here during my planning time right now. I'm supposed to be working on my grades, but instead I'm stuffing boxes with food that is not real food. It's not real food. I'm gonna just tell you now. And I'm hoping I can get it done, hopefully in the next 15 minutes, so I can continue to work on my grades, because I'm an educator, not a party planner. Okay? So yeah, so I have feelings around that. And actually the only reason why I'm positioned like this is because, yeah, I was supposed to have a meeting um, on my planning. And I guess fortunate for me, or unfortunate, the meeting was canceled. And so, like I said, I'm sitting here right now putting together these little prize bags, which again, I'm not with it. I'm not the cruise director. I'm the educator. And I'm not saying that we don't have fun. In fact, we play games in our class all day. Not all day, but a lot. So it's not that I'm not against having fun, but my issue is with food, okay? Food that is not real food, or food in general. Putting the message that, oh, in order to celebrate, you have to be eating something. It's like, you don't. You don't. And I don't know. And the only reason why I'm also doing this is because, yeah, the child already saw it. So the child knows that I have it because they came in late with it and their mom. And I had to go talk to the other child that has the allergic reaction to things and try to find something else for them. Oh, hey girl. All right, so I'm putting together party bags, even though I'm at school, I'm at work right now, during my planning period, right now, putting together, I don't believe in. Because a parent came late to class with her child and dropped this stuff off at my desk. So there's chips over here. I will say at least the gummies are somewhat healthy, but compared to the chips and the Gatorade and the fruit cups that are full of sugar, additives, preservatives, all that stuff, not good for your brain at all. Okay? And it makes me sad that, people still think this way, that the only way to celebrate is with like junk food, basically. Junk products, food products, not real food. Like nothing over here is real food. So I'm just, again, during my planning period right now, I only have maybe 20 minutes to get this together before school ends. And that's also problematic because I have my planning period at the end of the school day. Yeah. So I'm trying to think about some things for the new year, though. I am still working on my book for nutrition for families, things like this. So instead of fruit cups and Gatorade and Pringles chips and all this other stuff, I'm also going to give you another story time as I'm sitting here, again, putting together this bag of stuff that kids should not be eating. Last week, we went on a field trip. It was like a cultural event. And I had my class, and there's schools from all over Atlanta coming to this theater production of The Nutcracker. And I've gone to it a few times. Look, not a few times. I've gone to it a lot of times. So I've seen it, lived it, loved it, all that good stuff. But there was a group around me, behind me, and ironically, it was the teachers that were just like uncouth and ill-mannered. The kids ran over me, their students over me. One even came up to me thinking that I was her teacher. I was like, and they're in second grade. I was like, what is happening? No dried food, no, nothing fresh, nothing. This is probably the healthiest thing of it all, this. And I try to make it very clear at the beginning of my school year that we don't do food celebrations at all because we do have kids who have different allergens, and it's just not healthy. It's just not healthy. Okay? And I was just giving a story time of when I was doing that before. It's not like I never did it. It's just that I've learned that in a school system where you don't know if a child is starving all day and you are making food a prize, like a gift, when really food is a necessity and it should be healthy, not a treat. Okay? So that's my big issue with that. Okay, so again, I'm sitting here like frazzled with all these things around me. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I'm a little heated about it. But I also care about this student and I care about the family too, ironically. So I understand that some re-education is very much needed in a lot of communities where they think that, oh, I've got to treat my child even though I'm struggling. I want to give them like all these treats and junk food and stuff and sugary stuff. I get it. Okay, it's not like I'm judging per se. um, and I did a journaling earlier today, this morning, about discernment. So there, to me, there is a difference between judgment and discernment. Like, we do judge, and I'm sorry people don't want to hear that. Everybody judges everybody, okay? But I also understand, like I said, the situation and the fact that she just kind of just plopped it on me. But now I have to do this during my planning and go around to the kids who are allergic to this stuff and try to find other things for them to have because they can't have this stuff. And I'm hoping I got everybody. So I got at least the one who, like, she'll be in the hospital if she eats some of this stuff. Like, that is how serious it is. And then because I made my classroom kind of like a food snack-free zone, I tend to end up getting a lot of the kids with special needs in that area. And it was just my personal decision to do. But I do end up now getting all the kids who have the nutritional situations. Because I guess we are considered the clean room. The clean room. Okay. So yeah, so working on my book when school gets out this week for winter break. I wonder, I'm trying to make it family friendly, kid friendly, like a health book. The outline has been done for a year now, I will say that. I'm just really behind on my timelines of those kind of things. So yeah, so you just watch me do something I really don't want to do, but I'm doing it. Not a fan of the junk foods. Not a fan. Okay. So even my own brother right now. So I broke him right now of that habit. Instead of canned like stuff like this full of sugar, I'm giving him fresh food. Like, I'm buying and making. So I made a video the other day of me working on some soup for him from scratch, or scratch light. So I'm made him a soup that he's eating. Last week I made him a chili, like chili as in, all the good stuff. So eating homemade as much as possible, that helps your brain, that helps your overall health in so many ways. And I recently was watching a podcast. Oh, actually, I was listening. It was listening to a podcast on our way home Sunday about nutrition and kids. And there was a study done on how people gain weight, lose weight based on processed foods alone. You gain weight on this stuff. You lose weight on fresh food. And you can be eating the same amount of food too. So there's that. You can be eating the same amount of foods. I know y'all are like, how is she doing it this fast? I was like, listen, as a teacher, you got to put together stuff in like 5 minutes. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. Yep. See, I'm on it. And then we already have some kids that are out today. So I would like to making sure I have everything in here as much as possible. So yeah, I hope 2025 brings a lot of people a lot of clarity and health. I really do hope that. Okay, so I'm not going to eat this stuff. And then there's a Gatorade. Definitely not eating this and drinking this. So I got about, let me not double down. I'm probably going to end up giving these away to somebody. because yeah, I don't plan on eating these Gatorades. I'm gonna put out the rest of these fruit cups. I'll probably give to somebody. There are stickers, so yeah, we would prefer things like little party favors, stickers, stuff like that. So yeah, that's my little, I guess, what you call it, my little protest, even though I'm literally putting this together. But like I said, I understand, this particular family, they're always busy, they're always on the run. Um, they're always doing something as far as like behind. Hey, hi Tina. Hi. Um, I'm at work. I'm stuffing bags of things that I don't want to, except for these stickers of unhealthy foods for a child whose parent dropped this stuff off at my classroom first thing in the morning, even though my policy is no food celebrations. No food celebrations. And yeah, so I'm gonna try to be live more often. Um, I can give you a story time today. It's just Tuesday though. I've been deposed of my brother, who is mentally ill, has now come to live in the same town as I am, and so a lot of things have been happening, and he's okay now. Um, probably, probably, yeah, most likely. So again, let me do one more count. This literally did take 5 minutes, and I'm pretty much done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yep, 5 minutes. And then now I got to put these out on everybody's spot. And I don't know how many. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's a lot here. But yeah, I feel like that's what needs to be done, a re-education of what is nutrition and what is, I don't know, helpful for families to grow strong minds and brains, you know? Yeah, I'm glad y'all are getting back together there, Tina and Philly Cat there, Allison. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna make an effort to be on live more often. I know our other friend, he's kind of changed his format a bit. I did talk to him the other day. He changed his format a bit. I'm going to try to be either here on this platform or more on, there is a new platform out there, y'all. So I'm going to just go ahead and tell you. Fanbase is a platform where the people own it, not rich white men, okay? The people will own it. The founder is Isaac Hayes III. Yes, the Isaac Hayes III. So Fanbase, BASE. I will probably put my link in the description of this video when it's done. But yeah, when the orange person comes into office, I'm sure lots of things are going to be real interesting, y'all. I'm going to just tell you now. Yes. Oh, thank you. Look at like and share. Oh yeah, and brain function. A lot of people forget that. It's like if you are feeding your child lots of sugary things, it's not the energy, that's a myth. What really happens is it's calcification. It plaques up your brain. Not, I wouldn't say calcification, but you get a lot of plaque on your brain. You get brain fog. You burn out fast, but that part is true. So it gives you quick energy, but it's not sustaining. Okay. Oh, yes, yes, and subscribe. So yeah, so tell me out there, y'all. So what do you need to know about nutrition? Like true nutrition. Okay. I'm trying to decide. I don't want to go back to school. I was doing some research the other day about plant medicines. I've done enough like self-study. How much is Fanbase? It's free to sign up. It's free to sign up. Yeah, I made my account the other day when people were like running from Twitter and going to Blue Sky. I didn't go to Blue Sky. I still haven't finished deactivating my Twitter. I was like, you know what? I need to think about this before I just jump on another platform and I don't know who the owner is. Next thing you know, it's turning into another weird thing. Um, yeah, moderation is the key. I agree. I do live a 80-20 lifestyle. So it's not like I just don't eat any of this stuff. It's just that I don't, this is not everyday stuff. And I think that's the slippery slope that a lot of people don't understand, that that when you start saying 20-80, next thing you know it's 70-30, next thing you know it's 60-40, next thing you know it's 50-50, and then, yeah. So, yes. But fan base, we keep talking about fan base as I, again, now put these together, because when the kids come in, they're going to try to open them, of course. All the work that I just did, they're going to be like, oh, what's in here? I'm going to say keep them closed. In fact, I might try, if I have enough time, I'm going to try to staple it closed. Because we're trying to discourage the food treats. We don't do food celebrations. And I'm just saying this again. Um, yeah, we don't do food celebrations in my classroom because I feel like food is a necessity and it's not something that's extra. And I had a situation that happened a few years ago in my class where I was still doing food treats kind of thing. And come to realize this child was actually starving. So I don't restrict food like that. And I don't make food a gift or a celebration like that for kids. They need to eat, I'm giving them food, okay? I'm not saying, oh, once you finish this, page of problems, word problems or whatever, then I'll give you a snack. No. How about we just give them food? Because they need it. All right, so I'm probably going to go ahead and end this in another second or two, but thank you so much, Allison and Tina out there. But yeah, I do want to be on here more often, and I can totally, I don't know if I could have time tonight. Maybe tonight I'll come back on. Because now my schedule is that after work, I go see my brother and make sure he's doing all the things he's supposed to be doing for his mental health and wellness. And then I get home. Yesterday, I took him to the recording studio because I'm recording. I'm all over the place, y'all. Oh, yes. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Yes, yes. Yeah, so I got 10 more minutes to myself. Recipes. Oh, yeah. I used to make a lot of things with like blended things. Like I moved my blender over to his apartment now. So I did make one short video about what I made in the crock pot. I believe in like making a lot and freezing, like a lot of meal prep. But the thing is, once you do it, say like on a weekend, then that's your food for the week. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to, use up brain cells like, oh, what am I going to eat today? And I'm that kind of person where I can eat the same thing every day. I'm okay with that. Especially if it's like lunches. I meal prep my lunches, things like that. It just makes life easier. Sometimes you just got to eat to live, not live to eat. And for me, lunch during the day is one of those times. All right, so yes, happy holidays. All right, so yeah, I'll see what I can do to come on later tonight. So recipes, meal prepping. We gotta get healthy, because I'm gonna tell you that between the healthcare system that they're trying to get rid of, which is already trash, and who knows what else they're going to try to get rid of. People complain about the price of groceries, lean into fasting, lean into the fresh, lean into all, it's not as expensive as most people think it is. So there is some time element, and then, like I said, meal prep is how you work on that. All right, so I got to let you go. Like I said, I got probably 8 more minutes, and I got to finish folding up the rest of these things. So yeah, this is how fast teachers work. I put together like 20 bags in like 7 minutes. All right. And with that, I say, friends, take care. Bye.